Live. Okay. Today we're just gonna play this story so that we're all caught up. I don't really care about Yun Li. You don't need Yun Li, guys. Don't roll for Yun Li. It's just Clara point 2.0. You don't really need Clara 2.0, to be honest. Like, they both have no shoes. Both counter. They're the same. Don't need it. Yeah, we're gonna just do story. Start at the train, okay. What the hell are you here?
You're here, little one. I saw some memory fragments drifting outside the window. By salvage, I mean to slowly get close to those memories and then exert. There are too many discarded things in the sea of stars. Our predecessors trodden paths and forgotten pasts. I once felt regret for those that were lost. I want. Settle down. Allow me to manifest the memory.
Wow.
Phew.
What's that, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Yeah, me too. But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey! That's not what I meant! I'm all for some fun! I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so we're not going to the Lawfu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lawfu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron Mei and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
Himeko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when it comes to fun, right? Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the Lawfu. I'll be lost if you don't come along. You've gotta lead the way.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Lawfu.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there?
Bazinga
Current
Abyss.
research on the Leviathan merely proves how...
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering.
Trans-dimensional evolution theory.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some...
Don't die.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lawfu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Lawfu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The ambrosial arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Lawfu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know? Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say. I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
Huh? Yanchi, my boy. Alright, let's go.
Is Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us.
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment.
Oh, but Pesci here.
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lafu?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream
Hello.
bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know
Haley.
any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
What's up, Haley?
Exactly. We're Xianzhou experts. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet. The radiant feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all
How
we
you
can
doing,
do
Haley?
is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks.
Have you played the
before we can
story?
board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it
You
to
play
start.
Star Rail at
That's
all?
why we're asking you about
You
some
bet you
must-see
Z? Do you
attractions.
play Genshin? What do
We're
you do?
looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
You play the story? Alright, don't spoil.
Oh yeah! Fixtral Garden! It's famous for supernatural stuff. With those mischievous heliobi floating around. It's pretty fascinating.
Supernatural? I don't really like scary things, but our clients will love it.
Did you roll for
Ooh,
Yun
it
Li?
does sound interesting. Let's go check out Fixtral Garden. Maybe we'll bump into each other there.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
We're already getting the star treatment. Genshin! My boy!
Here you are. Everyone, this way.
Where's your girlfriend?
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
PTSD.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven,
You saw
I understand why
Zhao
General
Qiu,
Jing
right?
chose this timing.
Zhao Qiu's in this quest?
Yep.
Even
There's
just for
people
a
from
little
other
bit,
delves
Haley?
and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhu Ming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
What? What are these?
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch. I wonder if it's true.
What?
If only I could witness
Why
her
do you
powers
like
with
my
my
stream,
own
Ellie?
eyes.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed
I'm
next?
just playing story. We're just chilling.
I'm sorry for talking your ear off.
I'm not screaming
General
on your
wants
ear
to
off.
catch up with you at the Palace of Astra.
I'm not super
He's been
energetic.
eager
We're
to
just
hear
playing
about how
story.
the
We're chilling
Express has
right
been
now.
doing.
It's funny how he
Is that what
tries
you
to
like?
act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
He's so adorable.
I agree.
Ugh. Oh shit.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Yeah. Let's go meet your girlfriend.
Watch out for
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Root discharge. After enemies attacks, if I one stack of blood loss. Oh, they're just gonna eat it.
Poison? Why are there boars in here?
Just kill them.
Be swept
This
away by
ends
the wind.
now.
Fight to live!
Barfly. Kill him.
Catch up. Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Yippee. Yippee.
Not good.
God. Feet. It's your girlfriend, Yang Chang.
Thanks for the help.
My God,
Sorry,
you're so cute
no
together.
time to chat. Could you give me back my...
They're so cute together. They're meant to be.
An ancient game to make your brain feel brand new. Celestial Day.
Wait, my sword!
They're
I'm
so
sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
cute. You are my friend now. We're making soft taco dinner. Oh,
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu. And it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
why does it
According
sound
to the
like
protocol,
Marceline?
all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever.
Why
Let's
does
not
that
get involved
IPC
in a
work? It
heated
sounds like
dispute that won't
Marceline.
lead to a resolution.
Hell. Oh, let's keep going. What's this? Press ciphering. Fly away now. Okay, bye. What I get? Nothing? Alright.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
Who the hell is this
It's my
guy?
fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin
okay,
pirates
Ellie.
and imprisoned them on their ship.
You doing okay?
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin
I'm
near
excited for
Luofu,
GLQ.
and the Ju Ming envoys saved them?
Who are you excited
Sounds
for?
complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Ju Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation
That's
in
okay.
handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from
Who are you
others
gonna pull
so
for
that
the
Seed of
next
Divine
characters
Foresight can have
that's
a better
coming out?
understanding of the situation.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
Oh. Are you rolling for Emily?
She's around
Or
here
are you
somewhere.
waiting for Natlan?
Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Okay.
Success and failure.
It's been a long journey, Elder White. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
What the? Look at this old guy.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Been a while.
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship
I'll see you in a bit, Haley.
Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you, should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance. ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
What the?
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions,
She's
then.
crushing.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh?
She's
How
crushing
you
on him.
piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yoon Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu swordmasters.
What did you just say?
That's so cute.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Qing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yan Qing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yoon Lee, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that
Oh yeah, Haley, I was
fiery
gonna
edge.
ask. What's your first language then, instead of English?
Such
Since you said your
grandiose
English is not that
names.
good.
Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yoon Lee is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yoon Lee to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yoon Lee. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yan Qing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet.
I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lawfu and could use some help settling in.
Yangqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Lawfu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
Yum. Nutella toast? Hey, Haley, what other languages do you speak?
Compared to the Juming, the Lawfu is but it's a shame the Lawfu sword masters don't see. Glad to meet you too. Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders. If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa.
Oh, German,
He
okay.
always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming sword masters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
I had a German ex before. Taught me the word pinkel.
I have some things to do. Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm. Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him. You claim to cherish your sword as your life. Yet you don't even recognize the state it's in. I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry, so he can forget about it.
Not at all. Yanqing can understand.
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease. Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This
What
is
does
especially
pinkle mean
true
again,
when you're up
Haley?
against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble.
Am I saying it right?
Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
It is the Lawfu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating.
You're overthinking it, Jinyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, Longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to, and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me.
Hello?
What could be more
Hi,
important
Haley, what's
to
your
her
question?
than coming here?
Oh my...
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
It's boy named
view?
Miko.
Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
Do I like cats? Yes, I love cats.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little...
Reserved?
Maybe I'm
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So,
That's right.
Well, that's what makes...
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jingyuan, just like the crew, right?
Maybe they've come to...
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Donshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible
You have
evidence
two
remains,
cards or two cats?
creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, the General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Don Hung. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong?
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't...
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's work...
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right? Hey, who's bragging? Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be even trickier than Aventurine, do you?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Can I really reason with you, Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general. You jerk! Who are you calling a dog? Wait, why are you here? You're staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck! Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikui. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lawfu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lawfu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC. I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the...
Hey everyone! Meet my old friend Scott. He's very talented, especially at imitating animals.
Stop it! Let's focus on the business at hand. What's the point in dragging up the...
Oh, you're amazing! Can you teach me? Oh.
Just forget it. Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be...
I've got a brilliant idea. I'll just smash everything with my bat, and then you can hire someone to assess the damage.
Calm down. The General wants us to handle this peacefully.
So, this is the great idea you came up with?
Gotcha.
Fine. Why don't you just
What
step over
what
my
breeds are
lifeless
they?
body?
What colors?
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligent.
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family.
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild. All right, that's enough. I thought you were reasonable and civilized, but now it seems you Cienjo folks just don't... We've signed a confidentiality and security agreement with the Intelligentsia Guild. And if we break... Listen up, kid. I don't mind delaying this transport for a few more days. Once the engines are repaired...
If that's the case, I can assure you the Cloud Knights won't.
Oh, really? Then you'll receive a ton of complaints from the Intelligentsia Guild.
Since you put it that way, Mr. Scott, I'll take it as your...
Ah, not so fast, you little brat. According to the IPC regulations, I have the right to arm my...
I thought you were reasonable and civilized, but...
Stop it, guys! For the Amber Lord! For the Amber Lord!
Dissonance! Until everything burns to ashes!
Dreams do come true.
Existence is unity.
Recalibrating! Fight to live!
Get up, all of you! Why is the IPC even paying you? You're a bunch of losers!
Just be grateful that that little brat showed you mercy. At least your staff aren't seriously... How do you IPC cronies have the audacity to fight Cloud Knights? You practically
what
assaulted
are their
law
names?
enforcement officers.
Another one? Who the heck?
I may be a bit late, but the good news is... Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few
That's
days
cute.
once the engines are repaired.
BB and Tacos are cute
Your
names.
ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Cienjo and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott... Scott!
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right? Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Is Taco the energetic
Oh.
one?
Just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off!
Whoa! Terror grip. Now let's give it a tiny caster terror grip. Spell terror grip. Terror grip ends the caster. Terrified state. Okay.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Well, let's just refill it.
Let's improvise. Let the show begin.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Fight to live!
Okay.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the...
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed... I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new...
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's... As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation. I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so... Can't argue with that. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lafu from that crisis.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission?
I'd be happy to.
And you three are coming too, right? Hey! You're back! Why didn't you... I'm on duty. Let's catch up later. Cut it out. I'm carrying out my sacred duty. Stop hanging around here and find something better to do. Once I'm done in a few days, call up Lil Gwei and Hua Hua, and let's grab a meal at Aurum Alley. It's been ages since we hung out. Goodbye. Please do not hinder me carrying out my sacred duty. We can discuss what...
I actually want to go try to find Hua Hua.
Everything I have is a genuine ingredient.
Already did these. Where's Hua Hua? Wonderful.
Can you just give me some peace and quiet?
Are they here? Oh, BB's really old. Taco's really young.
Is there anything you need?
So there's Hua Hua. Is Guinevere here? Guinevere has to be here, right? Where's little Gui at?
Dumplings and steamed buns! The buns are huge!
The buns are huge! Huge buns. We here?
Hi! Interested in fitness martial arts?
Louis is nowhere to be seen. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Like, I love interacting with chat. Gives me something to talk about. Who's not here? Okay, well.
Traveling healer is just my dad's disguise. All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes.
He's a dragon
I grew up here,
girl.
listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers. And it's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit, in my humble opinion. The rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality. My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing...
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about it. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you can...
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their... Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But our Xianzhou forebears knew this well. And that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing,
She didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Lafu.
Wanted criminal.
And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence?
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Alas, why is your faith? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford. Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you.
Uh-oh.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your
Yanqing's
grandpa?
girlfriend.
What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then. Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure. I can give it back to
They're
you now.
meant for each other.
But on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Flying sword.
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me
Putting
wrong.
bets.
I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it. Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other? Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh,
Which
you
5-star
think
do
you're
you
the
have
only
on
one who
Genshin?
knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out. It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going? Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, Their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand. It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
A bright edge that can cut jade, and the stars shift within it. A fine sword indeed. Rise. Ow!
Okay.
Looks like... Let me say it again. The one who kills, be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other. Can we start now, Lingsha?
Time for swordplay! Blade and flight!
Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Hi, hon.
I didn't expect someone
Hey,
who can't
Woo.
even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
Y'all awake?
Strike with heart!
Descend to earth! You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts.
Yunli's kill
Shame to
stealing
see you
everything.
misuse your sword like that.
Let the show begin.
Enjoying yourself?
Blade and flight!
Woo, are you here? What do you think of what do you think of Yang Qing's girlfriend?
All will be swept away by the wind.
Strike with heart! Swords descend!
Existence is unity.
Blade and flight!
Let the show begin.
Recalibrating.
Strike with heart!
Still the same old.
Yeah. Yeah. New age classic. Yeah, I get you. I get
Until
you.
everything burns to
It's cute.
ashes!
They're cute.
All will be swept away by the
Yang
wind.
Qing gets a girlfriend.
Descend to earth!
Blade and flight!
Set the seas ablaze!
I win, Miss Yunli!
You got lucky.
Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself. If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead.
I won
and
because Oh shit, hold on. The young couple is gonna fight. Bro. Bro, who is this? Who is this?
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you
What the-
have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies
Who
on
is
brute
this lady?
strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
That's what I'm asking.
I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable
Yeah, that was dope
fight
as
at the
fuck.
Alchemy Commission.
Yeah, of course
all
I'd win. I'd
places.
bring fucking
Well, the
resolution on the way. 5-star characters,
I have
Dea.
a small suggestion for you.
I don't have Dea
Why don't you
actually.
settle this dispute
I
fair
don't have a
and
Dea.
square in the war dances ring? That way,
Do we really
you can
need
resolve
this
your
character?
differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
You're right, we don't. I mean, it's a fox girl, dude.
Sparring? You summoned your flying
might have
swords
to.
and she swung her sword with full strength.
It's a fox girl, though.
No grudges between you.
Might come in 10
I don't
pulls, might as well.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao?
Fei Zhao?
Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yao Qing?
Fei Zhao?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lafu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and
vanquishing
unbeknown
general,
to none.
Great General. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it.
Alex said, I think you should get the fox girl
I
if she
heard
becomes
there's a
playable.
dozing
It's the
general
fox
on the
girl
Lafu.
rule.
So I came up with a humble
Who do you
defeat
believe in what
myself.
Alex said?
The lacking general. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yay, Miko curse. Oh my god. Please.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive.
We'll see.
Now that the sparring session is over,
If the
Yanxing and
Miko
Yunli,
curse is
shouldn't you politely
truly
thank General
real,
Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the
I will
hatchet?
get Jiao Q in 10 rolls.
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might
It's not a
get
yay
taken
fox,
away again.
thankfully.
By the
True.
way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
They're so cute. These
This
two
is
are
how
so
she
cute.
apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my
Dude,
leave,
her
General
jacket is cool as fuck. Her jacket is cool as fuck, though. I mean,
Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jingyuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
the drip is clean. Yeah. It's giving,
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei
like an
Xiao.
inverse
Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Virgil. It's like an inverted,
Not at all.
inverted
Just
Virgil.
doing what you asked.
It's like
How
the
about we
white
call
parts
it
is the blue
even as
parts,
payment for the healer lady's
and then the blue
consultation.
parts are the white parts.
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
Her eyes are so bright. Her eyes are so bright. It's blinding.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and
Dude,
moved around for a few hours.
There's Ye Miko.
So, what do you think?
There's Ye Miko.
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance
It's male
as a show
Miko.
of strength to convince everyone that the
That's the
Law Fu was
one,
prosperous
dude.
after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But...
Oh my...
I know you're going to say
No.
but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors.
Yeah,
One wrong
dude.
move, and the Law Fu
Red
could be
blue
in a
character
world of
right next to him
chaos.
too.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
Oh my god.
I'd prefer to be
This
excused
is it, dude.
from
This
future
is what
meetings
we're
with
rolling for,
generals.
dude.
I'm just a military healer.
And the next
now
banner,
all of a
he's
sudden
next
I'm
banner.
thrust onto the center
We gotta
stage,
get
having cordial chats
male
with two
Miko.
generals.
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right?
One Piece.
Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his
Wait.
momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street.
This Fei Zhao
what
Fox
people
girl,
say,
where's her
and how
tail?
those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells
Where's her
not
fucking
within
tail?
its pawns, but within the force of its
Huh?
collective momentum.
Am I crazy, guys?
Recognizing this fact reveals
This
the
Fei
true
Zhao a
measure
fox girl?
of power.
Why doesn't she have a tail like Zhao
Thanks
Q
for
does?
enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned
Huh?
confusing thanks to your translation. You've made
That's
me
not a
lose
fox.
where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle. So
Hold
you
on.
might as well get used to it.
Does that mean we don't roll for her?
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
Yeah.
The longest serving general of the Xianzhou Law Fu. Do you think he'd have only a
On your birthday, you got two characters? Who is it, Haley? Who are they?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help?
You know it's serious when Zhao
Don't
Q
worry.
opens his eyes.
I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined.
Zhao Jiao? I thought it was
Upon
Zhao
starting
Q.
my
My
military
bad.
career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the
See?
Xianzhou spearhead.
Even here, no
hunting down
tail.
the abominations of abundance.
No
to
tail
the
to be
end
seen.
of my days.
Fei Zhao, no tail.
As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You
Yep,
asked
no
if
tail
I
at
view
all.
General Jing
Yep,
Yuan
that's
as
crazy.
my enemy.
What is she then?
No. My real enemy has always been myself.
What the fuck is she?
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez.
She's dope? Yeah, she
You
is
really know how to read the room, don't you?
Alex said, but why does she
You
have a
guys
fox
figure
ears
it
and
out
not
for
any tail?
yourselves.
I don't know.
I'm due to catch up with an
Even
old
when she
war
was
friend
younger, she had no
I've not
tail.
seen for quite a long time.
But she does look dope. Very dope. I'm just weirded out by
Hey!
her
Was that the Yaoqing general who just
animal
dropped
race.
in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. When Yoon Lee swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mind.
Yeah. But to go up against Yoon Lee is quite impressive, you know? That aura... You think so too, right? Can't you put a little more enthusiasm?
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. I've had my fair share of defeats lately.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all,
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Dun.
I bet it's about how to deal
Maybe
with
a
the
different
generals
animal
from the
or a
Yao
short
Qing and
tail.
the
Maybe
Zhu
art design. Maybe story stuff.
I really don't want to get
I don't
caught
think
up
it
in
will
grown-up
make
games
her
so
less cool
soon.
for me.
I just
Yeah, I'm not saying
hope
it makes her
Generals
less
Fei
cool.
Xiao
I'm
and
just
Hua
weird.
Yan can see the truth.
Maybe it's
We
more
don't
like
need any more chaos on the Luofu
Hua
before
Hua.
the war dance.
Remember Hua Hua? She doesn't have her tail because her tail was possessed by the tail. So when when tail comes out into the wolf, the fox form, she actually has no tail. Maybe it's like that. Like it got cut off. Daya and Yao Yao? You got Daya and Yao Yao, Haley? That's cool. You leveled them up?
I don't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts. Thus her situation was story related, so we will see what's up with her story. And if it gets overlooked, you can dunk on her all you want. Yeah, true. But it's next update, so it's a bit. Next update is probably her story. With Ling Sha. Ling Sha is the new doctor. Can we actually find her? What the fuck? You're still gambling over here, Jinshui?
So what if it's still work hours? That won't stop a good round of...
Shut the fuck up. Stop gambling, bro. Stop gambling. Can we find... No. Okay. Well, let's keep going.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile in the pool.
Would you like me to relay your message?
That sounded so AI. Would you like me to relay your message? That wasn't even in the script. What was that? That wasn't even the subtitle. Old man! Let's go!
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me into perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you.
It's too bad
Since
this
you joined the
old
ranks,
man's on bald.
You have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you.
And entrusted the Luofu.
Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yu Chui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning. No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing.
China
she mentioned
president.
it because she...
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. Oh, by the way...
Yo! They give us Zhongli's pillar? Yo! HSR Zhongli pillar. Let's go, dude. Damn. Mount John Joe's Juming. That's where the fucking...
Yes, it's this case right here.
Look at that.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance. And the main event, the host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Laofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express...
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about
Bailu
martial
ain't
arts.
gonna do much.
How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the war dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside.
Yeah, thanks for the box, guys.
I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Juming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. Moreover, I hear that Yan Xing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be
Thank you for your generosity.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yan Xing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
Taco in a box.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome.
Huh? Who?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight, so I thought...
Oh, wait! Are you serious, General?
March?
Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly.
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me... Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics...
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few
Looks like March's curiosity.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed.
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yangqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yangqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's sword. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift?
How long have you been streaming? I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now.
General YN's gone. I think we strayed off topic. How did things...
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants... But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general. He likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to... In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
Did we do something wrong? We really did save the Luofu, so why do you want to sneak off like we're fugitives?
Don't worry. No matter what happens, I'll stay here as a witness and answer any question.
Thank you.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
Go. Yippee.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too?
Oh, you can't.
It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Chou. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Luofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Luofu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Luofu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending the Law Fu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the Unfortunately, for a long life species, enduring—
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Law Fu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment.
Do I have pets? No, I do not have pets.
I'm afraid that the routine visit every
Not
century
yet, at
is no
least.
longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, but
tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or some—
No, neither.
Ruan Mei?
Did I oversleep?
March to Mastery. Star is born.
There you are. It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing. Oh, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their masters, they usually bring fancy gifts, kneel, and bow. I'm really sorry, but I haven't prepared anything yet. Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master. I need to, get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I—
Great! That's a—
March is in your hands now, Yanqing.
Danheng, do you even have a heart? Did you loot? By the way—
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Oh.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
You like my voice? Thank you.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Ju-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Oh.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird? So what do you think, Masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay. Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
March, lead the counterattack. Please stay tuned.
Sound lingers.
Watch yourself. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Luofu swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Blade and flight! Right on time. Practice is over. Swords descend! Ignore him. Strength is everything. Again. Yes, you! Like this?
Well done!
Right on time.
How many can you block?
Strike! Nice job! Yes, you!
Time for swordplay!
Yeah! Awesome! With a true heart and focused mind, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this!
What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
Well, I'm glad I can make it
The
daily.
sword is like water. It cannot remain still.
I'm glad I could make your day.
Blade and flight!
You'll make good practice.
She's still Shifu. Attack you.
What are you made of?
Slap!
Right on time.
How many can you block?
Mountains fall! Yes, you! Again. Right on time.
Oh, I get it! All right, check out this move.
Practice is over. Swords descend! Strike with heart!
Yeah!
Yes, you!
Not very sportsmanlike.
Strike! Severing mountains!
Blade and flight!
I didn't expect the first lesson to be...
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start her
Strength! Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing! Dual swords require agility, so what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist.
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Yeah. Aw. Wow. Damn. I don't have her leveled up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. Really? Bro. Oh, she's a great support. What? Oh. Okay, I'm building her. Alright. All my characters, here you go. So we got MC. I got Ron May. I got Gallagher. I got I got Error. I got Boot Hill. I'm in Boot Hill. I got Robin. Got Clara. I'm sorry, it's lagging right now. Got Clara. What the? Hold on. I'm trying to show my characters, but the game is lagging. What is happening right now? Alright. So we got Firefly. I got a Himiko. I got a Jiggly Acheron. Why is it taking so long to load characters? Acheron. Oh, well, because there's no internet. I want to have them all too. Yeah, you kind of need to have them all. That's just how the game is built. The game is built for you to have them all. Oh my goodness. What's wrong? Alright. So stream back. Hello. Do-do. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So we got Acheron. Huo. Bronya. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with the game? It's not loading. A Sparkle. We got Sela. We got Dr. Ratio. Everyone got Dr. Ratio for free. Let me move somewhere else. I feel like... What the... Why is my game frozen? This new area is... Let me get out. Hello? Why is this game like this? Let me switch back. I'll switch back, show you the characters, because I have to leave stream anyways. I have to do dailies soon. Alright, so... And then we got River Lune, of course. Luocha. Welt. And then, Yanqing. And that's it. And then all of the purples. I have all the purples. So, that's it. I'll have to continue the story after dailies. Yeah. No, I literally showed you all of them, didn't I? Did you want to see the 4 stars, the purples? I got Hanya. Had to get Hanya. I got a Pela, Herta, Tingyan, Natasha, Yukong, March, new version, the Serval, Lynx, Su Shang, Luca, Gwynethan, got Hook, got Asta, got Misha, Arlen, Sambo, Danheng, Shuiyi, and Jingshui. So yeah, all of the purples, I have them all. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the stream. I'll have to continue the story next time, so if you want to catch the next stream, Haley, just subscribe. You'll see me pop up if you got the bell on, you know what I mean? So I'll see you guys next time. Peace, peace. Bye-bye.